Hello world, this is Gemini Wolfstar Gaming, and welcome back to more AI the Somnium Files. First off, I started watching another Let's Play of this game, and I learned from that Let's Play that I've been saying the title of this game completely wrong this entire time. Apparently it's supposed to be the Somnium Files, not AI the Somnium Files. One, how was I supposed to know that, not looking anything up and going in completely blind to this game before I sat down to LP this? And second, I feel like AI the Somnium Files, calling it that, is still justifiable because we have a character who is an AI, ABIS. So I feel like the title could go either way. It's like whichever you prefer, I guess. And for me, since I've been saying it as AI the Somnium Files this whole time, I kind of have to stay true to myself that it's AI and not I. But apparently I'm wrong in that. But this is just me with my opinion of how the title of the game is supposed to be said. I don't know about anyone else who has Let's Played this game, if they introduce it as the Somnium Files or not. It's like I just started watching just one person so far play the game, so if I had known early on, I probably would have switched it over to saying it as the Somnium Files, but no one let me know. So there we go. So last time we got a lot more exposition, a lot more explanation of what has been going on. Got some big reveals. We learned where everyone's consciousness wound up being to tell the story of this game. And this is super interesting. I cannot wait to find out what the ending holds here. Maybe we'll finish the game off today? We'll see. First, case notes. My appendix updated. The mystery of the prototype sync machine. 6 years ago, a prototype version of the sync machine was stolen. Boss knew that Saito was the one who stole it, but without knowing where it was taken, she could not retrieve it. Falco in Saito's body lost his memory, and Saito in Rohan's body was crippled. Crippled? Okay, that was not clear exactly what happened, since we had learned last time that they were forcefully disconnected. It's like, so what exactly happened when they synced? I'm guessing that since Falco's consciousness was in Rohan's body, and he had synced with Saito, that something went wrong with that sync, because it wasn't like Falco had been in his own body. So you have him in Rohan's body. And with what we've learned, there's a tiny bit of the original person in their own body. Just a tiny bit to access for the person who has wound up swapping their consciousness out, for them to access that person's memories. So you have Falco's consciousness and his memories, in addition to a little bit of Rohan's memories, for him to access those, so he knows who he is still, and to know, and to know Rohan's memories as well. But then I guess since they synced with Saito when the swap happened, Falco's consciousness, just his consciousness, went into Saito, creating Date. His memories didn't transfer over. So it's like his memories stayed in Rohan. So I'm guessing the reason why Saito became crippled in Rohan's body was because you have Saito's consciousness and memory in him on top of Falco's memories. Those had to have stayed behind in Rohan. So, yeah, Saito's consciousness and memories in Rohan, Falco's memories, and then Rohan's memories. And so you have like 3 people's memories in one person. At least this is how I'm like trying to logic this out, trying to make sense of it. And I'm guessing that's what kind of crippled him. It's like too much memory, basically. Kind of like a computer. It's like if you overload it with too information, it'll just kind of crash. So it's just really interesting to think about how the mind works, and how memory and how a person's memory works, I should say, in order for things to like work in this game. And since there was like too much going on with this sync, they were disconnected. It's like, I think it was more than just... So I believe that it was more than just Saito's mind being too overwhelming for Falco. That's my takeaway from it. So Sejima was not even aware of this machine's existence. I mean, how could he know? During this time, the MPD received reliable intel that the machine had been scrapped and the parts had been sold overseas on the black market. This report was, of course, false, but the MPD, perhaps being bribed, decided not to pursue the issue any further. It was eventually rediscovered in the abandoned chemical plant. And what is left? What all is left? It's like I still have quite a few tips left, and I feel like I'm so close to the end of the game. It's baffling to me. Okay, crazy face psycho Saito. That's my nickname for him now. Let's talk. Unless there's like stuff to look at, but I feel like I should just move things along here. Let's see. What was Falco's real name?
You would know more about that than me.
I want to hear it from you.
Or do you not remember? You've been using other men's names for so long you don't even know your own.
I feel like that's not entirely true. I mean, been using other men's names that you don't even know your own. I mean, you'd have to be doing that for like most of your life in order for you to not know your own name, I feel.
It's Yagyu. Hayato Yagyu.
Yes, that's right. You're a Japanese native who worked as a police officer. Imagine a police officer being a serial killer. I don't think the public would react kindly to that if they found out.
No, they wouldn't.
Heads would roll. Departments would fold. There would be shameful suicides.
I don't know about suicides.
So your superiors decided that erasing every record of your existence was the preferable option.
I mean, they had to cover it up. I mean, his consciousness went into Saito. So in order to cover all that up, they had to be creative.
Hayato Yagyu ceased to exist. And Falco, the anonymous assassin, was sent to prison, where he was known as Number 89. Fitting for a man with no name.
Turns out, though, Number 89 was really a Rohan's mind consciousness in Falco's body. So technically, ever so technically, it was Rohan, not so much Yagyu. What happened after we exchanged minds?
What are you doing? Follow him!
After the sink 6 years ago, I became a parasite in Rohan's body. But I was broken.
Crippled, as that tip said.
The sink only sent data to my brain piece by piece.
Oh, interesting. Piece by piece.
But that error did allow me to escape prison.
Yeah, how exactly?
No! Stop!
It was Rohan who was accused of injuring Hitomi.
Right, because you were in his mind. In his body, excuse me.
Naturally, I went to trial, being the one inside Rohan's body at the time.
I mean, it's like what I was saying before. It's like the perfect way to impersonate someone. Body jumping with your consciousness. It's like, who needs a mask? No one.
for a violation of firearms law and attempted murder. However,
prosecution tried to get him on premeditated murder, but it was determined that he was insane at the time. Anyway, they decided to keep him in a special hospital.
Oh, that's right. After Rohan, about Rohan after the personality exchange.
Stop right there!
"6 years ago, Rohan, in Falco's body, visited Hitomi's house and tried to kill her. But that didn't go very well. He was arrested by the police. He was sent to trial and sentenced to life in prison. It only makes sense. Falco was an assassin responsible for countless murders. The title assassin makes it sound so clean and professional, doesn't it? But he was a murderer, a serial killer.
You're a serial killer, Saito. An assassin is different. It's like he's a an assassin is a hired hand.
Life in prison was a light sentence as far as I'm concerned.
Then what would be a more harsher sentence then, in your eyes, Saito?
You deserved far worse. Consider yourself lucky.
And counterattack. Saito is off guard. I might be able to make a move. I tried to sweep Saito's feet. But then...
You have a choice.
This whole game has been about choices, so what of it?
Iris and Hitomi. Die before these two or after.
How about neither?
I would of course prefer that you choose the latter.
No.
It would be quite a lonely affair with no one watching. So, what do you want to do?
Take you down?
I'll give you to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
No, wait!
It's like Momo kind of startled me. Oh god.
Damn.
It's like, get him, Momo, get him. Dang it. It's got away.
Are you okay?
It's like, thanks for the assist, Moma. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I'm fine. But are you really Date?
Quote unquote, yes.
Yeah. How'd you know?
Yeah, someone called Aiba told me about it.
Oh, she contacted Moma.
It was weird. It was kind of like eavesdropping.
So he heard everything that we were just talking about.
Aiba.
Where is she?
She's she's in Saito's eye socket.
I don't see her anywhere.
In Saito's left eye socket.
Thank you. It's like, is he groaning from the pain, or is he like surprised at that? I can't tell.
What's wrong?
Sorry, but the bastard got me.
Okay, it's the pain.
Take this. Do it! Tessa and her mom are in danger, right?
Yes, they are. It's like, I appreciate this, Moma. It's like, I appreciate Moma. It's like, he may act as a little bit of a thug, but deep down, we know he's a decent guy. Not to mention a massive fanboy of Iris's.
Please, save them.
That's the plan. I gave a firm nod and gripped the gun, following after Saito. It's like, where is he? Whoa, what the? Bright light! Iris!
Iris!
Date, do you like fireworks?
Yes I do, but you are not going to do what I think you're going to be doing.
I love them. A brilliant, glimmering fragment of time. The flash begins as a perfectly ordered chemical reaction that melts into chaos.
Melts into chaos. That's an interesting saying.
Human lives are the same, are they not? As is the universe itself.
I'm not entirely sure about that, actually.
Damn it! I can't get him in my sights.
Is he too far away?
And I can't get any help from Aiba.
Blooming. Scattering in the moment.
I mean, Aiba's in Saito's eye socket. She can't electrocute him again?
And it's only a single moment, isn't it? A unique moment that you can never revisit. That's what makes life beautiful. Don't you think so?
Should I just risk it?
Do I have a choice here?
But if I miss, I'll hit Iris.
Yeah, and we don't want to run that risk, do we?
But I've spoken enough. It's showtime. I will show you the most beautiful fireworks you've ever seen.
I feel like I've heard this line in a movie.
The scattering of the cerebral plasma, the splattering blood. It's art. Perfect, beautiful art of a lonely moment in time. Don't blink. I want this to burn into your retinas.
Jeez.
Well, the one you have left.
Damn it! What do I do? What do I do?
Ah! Mizuki!
Mizuki!
You bastard! What do you think you're doing to Iris?
Oh. And Ota!
Tessa! I'm here to help!
Damn.
Wait, Mizuki!
Oh! Ah! Oh, Mizuki! Oh. Now, Date is pissed. Or should I be calling him Yagyu? Nice uppercut. He just good sailing out there.
Did you find him?
No! I can't find him anywhere!
Where the hell is he?
Did he get up that quickly? You okay, Mizuki? She got hit pretty badly there. I have 3 people to talk to. Who should I talk to first? Oh, or is it like the same thing with everyone? Not exactly. How's your foot, Mizuki, sweetie? And leg? Mizuki is leaning against Iris. I didn't mean to look. I meant to choose that.
I'm fine. This is nothing.
Are you sure?
Stop worrying about me and go get that guy.
I can't help but worry about you. Iris, you okay?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Go save my mom.
And Ota, when did you get here? I mean, the same time as Mizuki.
Some girl named Aiba told me to come.
Oh, she contacted everyone.
I heard everything.
You did.
About the mind swapping, too.
Okay. They do know everything.
I heard it, too. From Saito. Uncle. It's really you, right?
Yes. Came to help? I'm worried about it, but right now I need to find Saito. Iris is holding up Mizuki. Okay, so just to talk to. You came to help?
Yeah, of course. If I didn't come, who would?
That's fair. That's very fair.
Oh, but don't flatter yourself, Date.
Although, we did have MoMA sweep in first, so...
We didn't come here for you.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
We're here to save Iris and Hitomi.
And they came here for everyone.
Right. Got it.
So is Yagyu now just known as Date? Is he just gonna continue going by Date now? And not go by his real name anymore? Ota is looking at me uneasily. Okay, container. Saito took a blow and fell to the other side of the container. When I climbed up to look, I couldn't see him anywhere. He's not behind the container. I mean, where did he go? Oh, up there! In the control room. It's like I can see him and Hitomi.
That's...
Date!
Hitomi? Hitomi!
I sprinted as fast as I could, rushing up the stairs step by step until they blurred together. When I reached the top floor, a sight I will never forget greeted my eye. What is it?
It seems I have an even bigger audience now.
Did you not want a bigger audience?
That's fine.
Oh, never mind.
Having more spectators will be a treat for us all. You all want to see, don't you? The fireworks?
The way he's putting it, no. I do not want to see those kind of fireworks, thank you.
Oh, am I wrong? So you don't want to see the fireworks? Fine. Let's do this then. Date, drop your weapon. I promise I'll put the fireworks on hold. I'll even release this woman.
I don't believe him.
He's lying, Date!
Don't do it!
Throw down your gun, Date. Ah, I see. You don't intend to take me up on my generous proposal?
Don't you dare hurt Hitomi.
Date!
You want to shoot me, is that it? Then do it. But you only get one shot. You have to kill me with one bullet. If you don't, the fireworks show will begin in earnest.
I feel like I need ABIS' help to shoot him with one bullet. The only problem is she's in Saito's eye socket.
And I will blow this woman's brains into the sky. What will it be, Date? What will you do?
Should I pull the trigger? This is a dilemma. Wait. I'm trying to click on Saito and like my vision is all bouncy. Pull the trigger, don't pull the trigger. I don't want to run the risk of hitting Hitomi. Don't pull the trigger.
Well done.
Cooler heads prevail. Well.
However, you aren't out of the woods yet. You have to throw your gun down, remember? You have 1 minute. If that weapon is still in your hands, I'll start the fireworks. And one more thing. If any of you move, I'll skip down to 0. Let's begin. Ready? 59. 58.
Date, look!
Starting at 59?
It's that girl I told you about!
Alright, he did say I'll give him that he'll give us 1 minute. I was on Ota's phone?
Aiba.
Date, I do not have much time. Listen carefully.
I'm listening.
As I mentioned previously, I cannot escape this body. The surge of electricity shorted out my circuits.
Oh. Well then. So she can't electrocute him again, and she can't get out of Saito's eye socket. What are we gonna do?
I cannot administer a paralyzing electric shock either. However, there is another option.
And that is?
Huh?
Self-destruct.
Oh. I don't want you to go away, Aiba. I mean, yes, it would be a self-sacrifice, and it should take down Saito, but at the same time, I don't want to see Aiba go. I've become too attached to her. Literally, I should say.
Let us determine a code number.
A code number? Oh, right. I kind of forgot. I had written down the self-destruct Aiba command. I almost forgot about that.
Command 41205.
Yeah. Have it written down right here on my notepad.
If you issue this command, I will detonate.
No, that's still too dangerous. The number will be the first lock. If I give you the second command within 1 minute of the first...
Within 1 minute of the first. What would happen if he gave the second command outside of that first minute?
What is the second command?
How about if I tell a lie?
A lie?
Something that's not the truth. If I say something untrue, I want you to regard it as the second command.
Is your data stored in the cloud?
Unfortunately, that data has all been deleted.
Dang it.
I'm speaking to you using only local data.
Then, if your body is destroyed...
Correct. I will be destroyed as well.
I don't want that to happen.
10, 9,
Say it, Date.
6, 5,
Date! Command!
2, 1.
It's always at the last second.
You are even more of an idiot than I thought. Do I look like the kind of man who keeps his promises?
No, not really.
Now you get to see 5 fireworks. If you didn't drop your gun, it would have only been 1. You understand? After I dispose of this woman, I will pop their heads as well.
How are they gonna get out of this?
I can't believe you did that. Fortunately for you, you won't have long to regret it. Yes. Yes. The burning in your eye. I see it now. Watch. Eyes open. Watch this woman die. See her brain burn like fireworks.
Aiba, can you hear me?
Yes,
We don't have a choice.
I know.
Command 41205.
I thought for sure I'd get a decision there.
Okay, Date.
I...
Okay, now this is just getting sad. Isla, don't go. I know it's for the greater good, but still.
I hate you, Aiba.
Date?
I hate you, and I never want to see you again.
Second command confirmed.
That's the second command?
I understand.
Be seeing you.
No, 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 no. Whoa! Oh my god! Off with his head. Damn. Well, that worked. Just boom goes the dynamite. They've been through so much. Every one of them.
Has Aiba always been in your left eye?
Yes.
Yeah,
Why didn't you tell me?
I thought you'd be jealous.
Huh?
Jealous?
Thank you so much, Uncle.
I thought it was because he had to keep it a secret.
Don't thank me. Thank my partner.
Aiba.
Mr. Falco. It is you, Falco. Right?
Yep. Oh, Mama, how are you doing?
You shouldn't call me that. I am Kaname Date. MPD, Special Investigation Team ABIS. Sinker.
Okay, so Date it is. Kaname Date. No longer Hayato Yagyu. Kaname Date. Is that the end? Kasai! Kasai! 3 months later. Akume Shrine. Three months later.
Uncle, your left eye.
It's like, are they getting flashbacks to when Iris was a kid? Doing the whole ratty cake. Because I'm getting flashbacks of them sitting here like this.
Oh, this? It's just a prosthetic.
Just a prosthetic eye, not a, you know, like Aiba.
It doesn't bother me.
So is it like a glass eye? I just wonder that because my grandpa had a glass eye.
Oh, good.
Not the offering box. I want to talk to Iris. How are you?
As you can see, I'm great.
Good.
Hop, hop. Kangaroo goes hop.
I'm glad the surgery went well.
Yeah. The nanomachines went pew pew and bzz bzz and got rid of all the tumors.
Pew pew. Bzz, bzz. Got rid of the tumors. Well, I'm glad the tumor's gone.
At least, that's what I think they sound like. I don't know, they're small. Anyway, everything is fine now.
Good.
The doctor even said I can dance again.
That's the most important thing.
Yes. Because she always has to move. She always has to keep moving. All thanks to Boss.
She paid for the treatment. Can you believe it?
Huh. Well, thank you, Boss. That's not exactly true. Oh, it isn't? Boss didn't pay out of her pocket. It was a confidential transfer of funds from the main office. I'm trying to do like a different voice with the narration, since it's... I mean, yes, it's Date, but in a different body. So I feel like doing a different voice would fit a little more. Because for most of this game, it's just been my own voice. But now that things have gone kind of more or less back to normal, I feel like the change in voice should be appropriate. Iris knows everything about the original and new Cyclops serial killings now. Not just her. Hitomi, Mizuki, Ota, Moma, they all know. The higher-ups were willing to do anything to keep it from getting out. To their best efforts, anyway. But Date is headstrong, and he, persevered, and everything wound up working out in the end to the way he wanted it. So the higher ups now have a major problem on their own hands. So in return for her silence, they agreed to pay for Iris's treatment. In return for her silence. Oh.
Maybe I owe it to the shrine. I feel like I ate the fruit of immortality.
Actually, in a Somnium, you did.
In a dream somewhere.
She shouldn't remember that, right? But yet she does.
Then I guess you're immortal, huh?
Heh.
We'll see 50 years from now.
50 years from now, she'll be 68. I mean, what's the average lifespan of a Japanese woman? Do you like my new body? I mean, it's his original body, so it's like, it's kind of weird for him to ask this.
The way you are now is more familiar for me anyway, so...
That is true.
My old uncle is back, you know?
And that's what's important.
Besides, I don't care what you look like.
Just as long as the consciousness and personality and memories are all intact. That's what matters. It doesn't matter what you look like, it's what's inside of you that matters. That's actually an interesting takeaway to get from this game. What matters is what's inside you, not not what you look like.
You're always uncle to me.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it should be? To judge by our hearts and not by our appearance?
Yes, very much so.
So I'm really that ugly, huh?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, he's an attractive-looking man.
No, it's a rugged kind of handsome.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. why did you want to come here?
Because of the memories. I wanted to come here with Uncle again.
Ratty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you
No matter how many times I see this, I love it.
fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win! Yay!
Iris was just too cute back then.
By the way, I still don't have the answer to my question.
What question?
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to think what her question was.
When am I gonna hear good news from you two?
Oh, that question?
When will Uncle be my dad?
Well, maybe soon, maybe in a few months. It's like maybe. I turned away without answering. He couldn't answer? I stared out into the distance, and something caught my eye. Winter irises in full bloom.
Well, let's get going.
Where are we going?
Yeah, we still have a lot of people to see.
Are we gonna go around and talk to everyone that we know? Yesterday, Iris was discharged from the hospital. Iris said that she wanted to see everyone who visited her. Okay. But she's a little embarrassed to go by herself, so I promised I'd take her. Like the good uncle he is.
We also have to get home.
It's like, do we have something planned at home?
Shovel Forge.
Ah, of course.
If you try it, I'm leaving.
I'm kidding. But we do have a date, don't we?
A proper date.
The date we had 3 months ago isn't over yet.
I guess it isn't, is it? So she's still holding him to that date.
So let's go.
That is such a big smile on her face. I love it. All right. Let's go then. Oh my god. So many places to go. Jeez. Oh god, where first? Should I just go in order? I feel like it would be most appropriate to go to the Sagan residence last. I guess... yeah, let's go to ABIS first.
I'm glad you finally got out of that hospital.
I am too.
Thanks, boss.
It's like everyone calls her boss, even when she's not anyone's boss. Like Iris. It's like there's no reason for Iris to call her boss, really. Well, hi Mario. It's like I still remember your name. Boss's friend, Mario.
I hate being in their Nile group chat. I'm not even that close with them.
What? Boss's friend, Mario. Okay. I was just wondering if there was something extra there. It's like I can re-examine everything if I so wish, but I think I just want to keep things moving along here. Since we're going around talking to everyone, let's talk to Iris first about the boss.
Boss, you visited me a lot when I was in the hospital, didn't you? You're softer than you look.
What do you mean by that?
I know what she means by that.
Do I not radiate an aura of gentleness and caring?
To an extent, yes you do.
You literally called me a slave before.
I mean, she picks and chooses when she wants to be gentle and caring, Date.
But I didn't treat you like a slave.
Fair.
Other than sometimes making you clean my boots with your tongue.
That again? It's like, do you want me to do it now?
You did, Date?
I absolutely did not.
Iris is smiling happily. Okay, boss. How are you?
Why are you asking? You see me every day.
Yeah, so? Like, I want to know how you're doing today.
Are you gonna go to the club later?
Interested? But you're still a bit too young.
I mean, she is only 18. That's a little too young to be going to a club.
I'll take you when you're older. Promise.
When she's of age. About Iba.
Still thinking about her, huh?
Yes. I miss her.
No, not exactly.
Yes, you do. Stop lying to yourself, Date.
Well, doesn't surprise me. You two were great partners.
Yes, they were. It's like, sure, they butted heads at times, but they were great partners. It's like that. In the perspective of Date and Iba, this was also kind of like part, like, kind of buddy cop kind of, a buddy cop kind of thing. It's like having them, you know, butt heads at times, but also being, you know, partners. It all worked out in the end, and Iba, to her credit, was extremely helpful and useful and sacrificed herself for the greater good. And that means a lot.
I want to ask you something. 3 months ago, when we exchanged our final words, I look like I do now. I wasn't in Date's body.
He was in Saito's body.
But Iba still obeyed me.
Second command confirmed.
I mean, it was a neurological thing with her being hooked up in, with her being hooked up into Date's mind. Not so much a physical thing. So it's like the Iba being in his eye socket, while that's a physical connection being in there, she was more neurologically connected. So she would have been more connected to Date's mind and not connected to Saito's body. At least that's how I want to look at it.
I understand.
You're underestimating the Wadjet system.
He may be, yeah.
Huh?
Aiba was no ordinary AI.
That's for sure.
She was human in so many ways, including the ability to see and think beyond the physical.
I agree.
She didn't need your voice or iris authentication or anything like that. She knew the real you and regarded you as her master.
As her master, I want to say that she regarded him more than just a master.
That's why she followed your command.
You know, more like a friend, a confidant, someone that she not only respects but can also confide in.
Despite looking completely different. I think maybe she knew your soul, Date.
About 6 years ago.
Boss, I gotta ask. Why didn't you tell me about what happened 6 years ago?
That's a good question, actually. While he was in Saito's body, yeah, it's like, why didn't she ever tell him?
Well, when Shoko's corpse was found, I didn't think it had anything to do with the Cyclops killer.
Really?
I thought the culprit was Rohan Kumakura, remember? And he committed suicide a year before.
Except it wasn't actually suicide. I mean, I guess with how it looks, it looked like suicide, but that's not exactly what happened.
I never thought that he was swapping bodies. And the other person responsible for the original Cyclops serial killings was locked up in Fuchu, making it impossible for Saito or Rohan to be involved. So, I didn't tell you.
Didn't think it was necessary? It's like, you think it would be necessary to tell him, but I guess in her eyes, it wasn't necessary.
Besides, the sync machine being used to swap bodies is a national secret.
Right. If everyone knew, it's like people would be, you know, going after this machine left and right. And it would be like a really high price item, like on the black market, for sure, if everyone knew.
I was ordered to never reveal that information to anyone under any circumstances.
So that's why you kept me in the dark?
Yeah. By the way, Date.
Yes?
I have a gift for you.
A gift?
Close your eyes.
I did as I was told, closing my eyes. When suddenly, she sprayed something? Oh,
Don't worry, it's just some knockout gas.
why did you spray him with knockout gas? I'm so confused.
What?
You're going to experience something incredible. That's my present to you.
Boss? What's happening?
Why?
Shh. Sweet dreams, Date.
I don't want to say sweet dreams yet.
This is the sync room.
Why are we in here?
Pewter?
First, I can talk to the inspector. You are? Kagami?
For a minute, I was thinking your name was Karage.
Karage? That's funny. No, so in English, his name is Chicken. That's funny. But it's Kagami, right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm named after fried chicken, Date. Come on!
He's juicy chicken number one.
Sorry, I've had that on my chest for months.
For months? Really?
Anyway, haven't I told you already? My name is Kagami.
You've told me before?
Yes, he has. Very incessantly.
Many times.
About my face.
I heard. Plastic surgery, right?
Plastic surgery? That's the story everyone's going with?
Must have been a really bad wound to have to remake your whole face like that.
I mean, that's such a common trope in like movies and TV when like someone who has played a character is unable to come back to play that character and they have another actor come in instead and they do this kind of thing. Plastic surgery.
But it looks like it worked at least.
It's the inspector I see everywhere. Kagami, not Karage. Inspector Karage. That's just funny to me. Inspector Chicken. Inspector Chicken. I don't know why I went with that, but I did. Did you sync with me, Pewter?
I did not.
Did you, Kagami? Did you sync with me?
But I did use the sync chair.
Oh, we did.
For what?
Something.
What did you do? What did he do? I really want to know. Where's Iris?
Don't worry. She's with the boss. She's safe.
Why are you here? I mean, this is where he's supposed to be.
Am I not allowed to be here?
No.
Of course not. You should have been arrested 3 months ago.
For what he did? Yeah. Pewter was working with Renju, or to be precise, Saito inside Renju. He was leaking confidential information to him. Pewter also helped Rohan, inside the body of number 89, escape. Pewter was immediately punished and fired from the force. Oh, he was?
Yes, I was arrested.
But now you're back?
I'm eating awful meals every awful day in an equally awful detention facility.
So what, he's on probation?
Then how are you here?
I wonder.
Don't act dumb.
Date, it's okay! Boss brought him here.
She did? Why?
She told us not to tell you.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm sort of like his handler now.
What? Kagami is Date's handler?
I'm supposed to be an inspector, but I was the only person qualified for this job.
Oh, really?
Kind of pathetic, isn't it?
No, not really. Why am I here?
Everything that the boss did, she did for you.
Because she's a close friend.
Ask her about it. She truly cares about you, you know.
She cares about him more than just on a business level. She cares about him personally.
That's why she kept silent about what happened 6 years ago.
Huh?
You were once an assassin. If your secret ever got out, your life would be effectively over. But the boss protected you by hiding your past.
Boss is one of those kinds of friends that are a dime a dozen and hard to find. Going to such lengths like that to help protect the person that she cares about and probably also loves. It's like that says a lot.
I don't think she wanted you to leave her alone. Now, who is she to you? Anyway, now that this is done, I'll excuse myself.
Oh, hi, Iris.
Iris, what happened to Boss?
She went home. She said she needed to do something in Kabukicho.
She left?
Anyway, forget about that. Let's play!
I am. I'm doing a Let's Play. Thank you, Iris.
Play?
Shovel Forge.
It's like she wants to play Minecraft now. Okay. I'm glad I could back out of the map. I didn't notice that before. Okay, I can't click on Iris. Well, where to next? What would be at the Sejima residence for us? I mean, Saito did. So talk. I don't know. Maybe talk to So. We're gonna be talking to So. What does he throw in the pond? Is he feeding his mermaid? Or merman, excuse me. I left Iris in the car. I figured that she didn't want to see him. I parked the car a little ways down. She doesn't know that I'm here.
I see your face has improved.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Because I feel like I feel like it's a backhanded compliment.
This one doesn't make me so angry.
Huh. Right. Because this face isn't of his son. Because it's not his son's face, I guess. Yeah. I don't know who told him, but he must know about the switch. I mean, his son wasn't acting as himself. I imagine he would have realized, or at least had an inkling, that something or someone did something to make him change.
What did you come here for?
I want to ask you something.
Why are you here? But this is his home.
That's a strange question to ask a man in his own home.
Yeah.
I just thought prison would suit you better.
Don't you know the law? No one can touch me.
Even though we both know you committed a crime.
Indeed. 18 years ago.
You know, even crimes done years ago can come back to bite you in the ass.
And I was not the one who killed Monica Iwai.
This is true.
That was my son, Saito.
But you hired the Kumakuras to hide the body.
It's like he wanted to cover it up.
The statute of limitations for improper handling of a corpse is 3 years. I did what I did to protect my son. I hardly think that is a sin.
Except your son is insane and is a serial killer. It's like you're willing to protect a serial killer.
Are you familiar with Article 105 of the Penal Code?
No. I'm not.
Relatives of those who have committed crimes cannot be prosecuted for evidence tampering or obstruction of justice.
That's ridiculous.
I agree. If I were still a congressman, I might think about changing it.
Wait, he's not a congressman anymore?
That's right. You're not a politician anymore.
When did that happen?
The media has already begun tearing you to pieces.
Yes. Soon I won't be able to live in this country anymore.
He almost seems happy about that.
I'll retire to an island somewhere and live the rest of my days in leisure.
Be careful, So. There are a lot of people out there who have a grudge against you. People who will follow you to the ends of the earth.
That's none of your concern.
It's like people who have a grudge against him, people who would follow him to the ends of the earth. What, like Monica's family? I mean, I'm sure Monica's family is highly, highly upset.
Is that all you wanted to ask me?
There is more to ask. Let's see, did you ever meet number 89?
By the way, did you ever meet number 89?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever see his face?
No. Why?
No reason.
That's an interesting question to ask, considering that number 89 was Rohan in 89's body. But that actually worked out for him. Why didn't you look for Saito 6 years ago? 6 years ago, my mind was implanted into the body of Saito. Forcefully, it seems. Well, maybe not forcefully. They were forcefully disconnected. Was the switch forceful? I lost my memory and ended up wandering the streets until Boss found me. She hired me at ABIS and gave me the name Kaname Date. But Saito's father never even put out a missing persons report on his son. Why?
Because of the woman you call Boss. 6 years ago, she came to me and explained the whole thing.
Oh, she did?
You know about the Cyclops serial killings? The culprit is your son, Saito Sejima. But you already knew that, didn't you?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying we should make a deal.
Oh, she made a deal with him.
You give me one thing, and I promise none of this will be released to the public.
This is pretty ballsy.
What is it?
Leave Saito with us.
Tell
anyone who asks that Saito is soul-searching on a trip around the world or something. Do we have a deal?
I didn't have much of a choice, of course. If I refused, Saito's crimes would be exposed and my political career would be over.
Right. Well, Boss really had So by the balls there. It's like, well done, Boss.
Besides, I never held much love for him in the first place.
Then why did you go to such lengths to protect him?
She was practically doing me a favor. So, of course, I said yes. And in doing so, I was able to learn a secret of the Metropolitan Police Department. It worked quite nicely for me.
The sync machine? Why did you call Shoko's phone? I'm 3 months ago, 9:02 p.m. on the Friday Shoko's body was found. So called her burner phone. I asked him why.
Do you recall the conversation we had?
Kind of.
That my secretary got a call from number 89?
That's right.
That is true. I did get that call.
I know. You spoke with number 89, didn't you?
I did.
What did you talk about?
He told me this. A woman named Shoko Nadami knows what happened 18 years ago.
No, that's not quite right.
Contact her.
How would Shoko have known? Unless Renju told her.
And you called her phone?
Yes.
About the chemical plant 8 years ago.
I've been studying for the past 3 months. I've learned a lot about the explosion of the chemical plant in Kawasaki. It was caused by you and Rohan, the chairman of the Kumakuras at the time.
As you know, my son Saito was abnormal.
That's putting it kind of lightly, but yes.
With all of the awful things that my son did, I used my money to cover it up. But that got increasingly expensive, you see. One day, 9 years ago, Saito called me.
Dad, I thought of a plan. A foolproof plan to make us rich.
The chemical plant explosion plan.
Oh, so that was Saito's idea.
To help ensure that the casino in Kawasaki would be extraordinarily profitable.
It was Saito's idea.
True. My son was born with an abnormal mind.
Again, putting it lightly.
But if I had never been involved with Monica in the first place, perhaps he wouldn't have ended up losing control completely.
No. I don't believe that, actually. It's like he would have just wound up killing someone else, I feel. I mean, his mind is the way it is. There's no changing that. So, if So hadn't been involved with Monica, Saito would have found someone else to kill. How did it make So feel to...
As soon as he drove his knife into Monica, something awakened in him.
It's like, how did So feel to witness Monica's murder? I just wonder that.
In the end, that's what led to his destructive, violent plan.
You sound like you're blaming yourself.
I mean, it does sound like that, yes.
Perhaps.
Yeah, we're not going to leave quite yet. Why did number 89 want you to contact Shoko?
I can't say exactly. The only thing he said was, I realized everything when Shoko arrived. I have to see her again. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Unsurprisingly. At the time, Rohan was in the body of number 89. Maybe Rohan realized it when Shoko came to visit the prison. That it was really Saito inside Shoko's body. How? Huh. How they... Wait. How would you even be able to tell? That's what he meant by realized everything. Rohan needed to speak with Saito again, but he couldn't. Not from inside Fuchu prison. Instead, he called up So and had him do it. Maybe he thought he could get Saito to visit again. Leave.
Well, I'll be seeing you, So.
I very much doubt that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
We parted without saying goodbye.
Oh, damn.
Did you forget to ask him something?
I left Iris waiting. She might be angry.
Oh.
I gotta get back to her soon.
Where should we go next? Before I do, a pond. Dang it, nope. I wanted to check the pod to see if the merman would say something again. Dang it. I wanted one last, little quip from the merman. So real quick to end things off here, I'll look at the tips that I have here. Epilogue timing. The epilogue is meant to take place in February, 3 months after the events of the main game. Right, because during the main game, it was all set during November. This would technically mean that Falco lost his memory 7 years ago, yet in the epilogue, this incident is still referred to as having taken place 6 years ago. Why? Because I used 6 years ago so often in the game. What? Okay, this is just sounding meta now. I thought it would be really confusing if everyone started saying 7 years ago. Oh my god. Really? But seriously, in the epilogue, Falco lost his memory 6 years and 3 months ago. I decided it would sound too clunky to be that specific. So 6 years ago is what we went with. This is kind of a fascinating tip. It's it's too clunky and too specific to say 6 years and 3 months ago, so they rounded it down to it being 6 years ago. Fair enough, I guess. The woman in So's Somnium. On day 3, Date and Iwa witness a girl being stabbed in the back multiple times in So's Somnium. The assailant was Saito, meaning that the girl being stabbed was Monica Iwai. But why did she look exactly like Iris? I talked about that, actually. Right before the sync, So was shown a picture of Iris during his interrogation. Iris looked so similar to her mother that the image became stuck in his mind. Hence, Iris showed up in So's Somnium. Huh, okay. I mean, it's kind of like what I was thinking, but at the same time, not. I'm glad that got cleared up, actually. Mystery of Hitomi's visits to number 89. Hitomi visited Fuchu Prison multiple times to visit Falco, number 89. However, Rohan Kumakura was in the body of Falco at the time. Did Rohan tell Hitomi that he was not Falco? Huh. Well, of course, his did at first. What? He did? Well, of course he did, not his did? At first. Hitomi didn't take it seriously, of course, thinking he was making up a story in an attempt to cut ties with her. She did have her doubts, but who would believe that a different person's personality was in his body? I mean, it would be hard to understand and sounds fantastical as well, so that would be hard to believe such a story like that. Despite repeated attempts, Rohan never convinced Hitomi of his story. As time went by, Rohan gave up trying to explain, figuring that she would never believe him. he decided to live as prisoner number 89 for the rest of his life. Whenever Hitomi came to visit, he would just sit quietly and listen to her. Hitomi eventually stopped bringing up the past entirely and instead talked about recent things that happened in her life. Investigation expenditures. An investigation budget is normally supposed to be closely relegated and well documented. However, sometimes an expenditure can be submitted without describing what it's being used for or exactly what it is. This is typically used for bribes or anything meant to be untraceable. But Boss must have dirt on someone at HQ because she uses this tactic frequently. Okay. So it looks like we're going to be getting a bunch of tips to explain further what has happened in this game. You know, like the woman in Somnium. It's like, that was actually very interesting to read. So, I almost have this whole page all filled. I just have that one at the top of on the left. But anyway, I will stop it here for now. We'll continue on with the epilogue here next time. Get everything explained to us. And going around and talking to everyone that Iris wants to talk to. So I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.